How y'all doing out there? My name is Legend. It's my boy IQ.
That's right.
We're introducing a new show to you, sports show. It's called Get 'em Boys.
Get 'em, boys!
You know, we're gonna bring sports to the streets. We're gonna talk about various things in dealing with sports, any sports, not just one sport. You know, this is gonna coming from real people. You know, every day talking about sports. You know what I'm saying? But why don't we get right into it? All right.
What we got first?
We got the NBA playoffs. What's going on with the NBA playoffs, man?
Man, right now the NBA playoffs is crazy right now. You know, you got Golden State. You know, they just lost to San Antonio, but you know they played them tough. You know, they was kind of almost like a Cinderella team. You know, they're a young team, but you know they got a real good coach. You got Memphis. What else can you say about Memphis? I mean, they turn their heads left and right.
Motherfucking Memphis, man.
Yeah, they turn their heads left and right.
Yeah, right. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
right.
saying? They never been here. You know, they never been here. You know what I'm saying? And I expect them to play like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, they beat OKC man down. You know what I'm saying? My boy Westbrook. You know what I'm saying?
Lord.
I mean, you can't tell me that series wouldn't have been a different series
Oh God.
if my man Westbrook was with OKC.
Well, as
You know
y'all
what
can
I'm saying?
see, you know, he feeling some kind of way because he is an OKC fan, and Memphis bust that ass 4 games in a row. So he a little sour right now. So excuse him. You know, he'll be all right.
Yeah, we know it went down. What about the East? Did you see anybody, you know, competing with Miami?
No, not really. I mean, Indiana, if they can get past the Knicks next game, you know, then that's gonna probably be
Weren't you hyping up New York about 3 weeks ago?
no,
You sure?
no.
IQ.
I was hyping up Melo.
Nah, you was hyping up New York.
I was hyping up Melo because I felt like Melo was, you know, just as good as anybody else during that time. But as far as anybody competing with Miami, I don't see it. I mean, they just got too many shooters, too many stars. You know, it's hard to deal with. And there's no way you're gonna beat them 4 times in a row.
Right.
They gonna
right.
beat your ass for you beat their ass.
You're right.
You know,
Ain't nobody beat Miami.
nobody's beat Miami.
Ain't nobody beat Miami.
No.
Who's coming out the West?
I'm gonna have to go with Memphis, man. You know, right now the way they playing, they also got a good coach. How they playing right now, they play together. They play team defense. You know, they're gonna be tough to beat, man. They're gonna be tough, and they have experience. They got Tayshaun Prince, and mind you, don't forget Tayshaun Prince has a ring.
You said the main thing experience.
Tony Allen,
San Antonio.
Tony Allen,
San
experience.
Antonio experience.
San Antonio does have experience. Yes, they do. And I understand that. But Memphis is a little bit younger than them. I don't know if Tim Duncan's going to be able to bang
So is
down.
Golden State.
Yeah, but see, Gasol's more of a finesse guy. He's not going to be banging down there like Zebo and Marc Gasol. So I don't know if he can take that kind of punishment day in and day out. So we'll see.
I don't see Memphis going past San Antonio. I think it's gonna be San Antonio and Miami, and which I think that's gonna be a very interesting series if them two meet.
That's going to be a hell of a series.
Very interesting. I
That's
don't
gonna be a
think
hell
it's
of a
gonna be
series.
4-1
No.
or any sweep. I think that's gonna be a very.
I think that might go 7. I mean, even if Memphis, I think if Memphis went, it'll go 6 or 7.
No,
Absolutely.
Miami will sweep.
That was sweet Memphis?
That will sweep Memphis.
What the fuck? Are you serious?
Miami will sweep Memphis
Fuck
if
no.
they play
Fuck no. There's no way in the hell Miami is sweeping Memphis.
They sweeping them.
They gotta go to Memphis, dog.
And
They not sweeping. They
what the
not.
fuck is Memphis?
What you mean?
When has Memphis become a household name besides this year?
Now. This is when it matters. Right now.
Hey man, fuck Memphis. Man.
And I'm here to say, it's an OKC fan in the house. You know, he's showing his true feelings right now. Get 'em, boys.
Let's move on. Moving on. Okay,
What we got?
let's talk about that team. Let's talk about OKC.
Oh, your boys.
Oklahoma City.
Your boys.
That's the Thunder. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay.
What happened? What do you think happened to him? You know, I know what happened to him.
I know what happened to him too, and I'm here to tell you, y'all just didn't have enough firepower. Y'all just didn't have, you know. Of course, with the injury to Westbrook, I give you that. That's huge. I understand that. But beyond that, when y'all let James Harden go, that is the main thing
Here we
that
go.
killed y'all
Here we
right
go.
there.
Here we
Letting
go.
that dude go, letting him walk away and go to Houston. And y'all decided to keep Ibaka when y'all could have kept James Harden. Now, if y'all didn't have Ibaka during this series, but had James Harden, who you think would have had a bigger impact? What kind of impact did Ibaka have on this series? None whatsoever. Now, if you would have had James Harden, what kind of impact would he have made in this series?
You really compare Ibaka and Harden?
You have to. Because
Really?
because that's the reason why y'all fucking let him go in the fucking first place.
Look. Like I always said, I'm in no position to judge the GM for OKC.
Somebody got to judge him.
The best GM, in the league right now. You know what I'm saying? Look at that team. Look at the team that GM built. You know, I can't question that, man.
Why not?
You know, look. Wherever Harden left, you know, that's Harden left. You know what I'm saying?
And what happened?
OKC won more games this year.
But when y'all had him,
Last year, you know
when y'all had him last year, how far did y'all go?
But we had Westbrook.
And Harden.
Look.
And Harden.
Westbrook. If Westbrook
And
was on
Harden.
OKC, I'm telling you,
It would have been
a different story.
It would have been a different story.
Westbrook, that's what happened.
No.
And
No.
to all y'all Westbrook haters out there that say he take too many shots, he do this wrong, he do this. Just think about without Westbrook, what happened. You know what I'm saying?
Look, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. If y'all had James Harden, if y'all had James Harden and Westbrook in this series, yeah, it would have been different. But y'all without Harden, y'all don't even look like the same team. He was what kept y'all together.
Without Harden, we won more games
And lost earlier in the playoffs.
Got, number one seed.
And you lost earlier in the
West
playoffs.
Conference without Westbrook.
And you lost earlier in the playoffs.
Without Westbrook.
And look how far you got without Harden.
Without Westbrook.
Look how far you got without Harden.
Without Westbrook.
Okay.
That's how
I
it
thought
is.
so.
You know
I
what I'm
thought
saying?
so. I thought so. Yeah.
Okay. Moving on. Let's talk about the NFL draft.
Mm.
The NFL draft. Number one, the Kansas City Chiefs selected Eric Fisher, offensive tackle, and Jacksonville selected Luke Joker, offensive tackle. What do you think about that? About offensive lineman going number one. I mean, these two franchises, you know, bottom of the barrel, suck. And
Get him, boy.
and they elected number one and number two to get offensive linemen. What do you think about that?
Well, I know why they did it, you know, and if you really look at it, I can understand why Kansas City did it. You know, they went out and they got their quarterback, and they want to protect him, and they know that Alex Smith is a game manager. You know, that's what he does. He manages the game well. You know, he's not really a scrambler. He's not, a Cam or RG or Russell Wilson or anybody like that. But
Hey, you mean laugh my boy, man? Don't be making no comments like
who,
that.
RG
Yeah, don't
RG
Don't be making
Anyway,
no comments like that.
I was
man.
saying, they wanted to protect the quarterback, which is a smart move. They got Andy Reid. Andy Reid is going to help Alex Smith get the ball out of his hands quick. He's going to have Jamal Charles catching passes out the backfield, doing all types of screens and all that. So I can understand why they did it. Now, the Jaguars, on the other hand, I mean, they got so many holes that it really wouldn't have mattered who they picked. You know, it wouldn't have mattered if they went offensive tackle, D tackle, or corner. It really wouldn't have mattered. You know, they need everything.
I think this was just a weak draft. I think I'm not saying that there weren't any good players in this draft by any means, but I'm saying that there was no
Great.
elite players.
Right.
Like Red, you know, from day one he is NFL ready.
Right.
You know, it was like it was a bunch of solid players.
Right.
It was a lot of solid players.
And I don't know if you remember, but I had asked you this a while back, and I said, who's the best receiver in college football last year? You know, you really couldn't tell because it was so up in the air. Right. Where in years past, you knew that the best receiver in college football was Justin Blackmon, or
Crabtree.
it was Crabtree,
right.
or you know, and one but for a little bit it was Alshon Jeffrey, you know,
right.
and then Ryan Bros was holding it down, you know, for a little bit. So you already knew who the stars were, but. You know, in this year's draft, it was all defense, man. Defense and offensive linemen dominated the draft.
Bunch of solid players. You know,
yeah.
Any teams that stood out to you as having to the best or worst?
Minnesota had the best draft, hands down. I mean, for them to get 3 picks in the first round, and they addressed all their needs pretty much in that round. I mean, they went and got a D tackle, so you put him next to Williams, and then you got Jared Allen. I mean, you got their line is going to be pretty tough, and then you put Cordell Patterson opposite of Greg Jennings. You know, that's going to be tough, and then they lose Winfield, so then they go out and go get Xavier Rhodes. You know, you addressed all that in the first round. So from everything else after that, you can pretty much, you know, pick your poison because you pretty much pick 3 of the best at their positions.
I just don't see, you know, the quarterback getting it done in Minnesota.
I really don't either.
Christian Ponder, I just don't see him getting it done. I mean, he you know, when you look at the quarterbacks, you know what I'm saying, it's the it factor.
I wouldn't let Christian Ponder throw me a paper bag sandwich.
We're gonna get that quote later on in the show. You can save that one.
Now, I got something I want to ask you. And, you know, after hearing about this the other day, you know, I really wanted to bring it to your attention to get your opinion on it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, Phil Jackson is writing a book called 11 Rings. Mm-hmm. Now, in this book, he addressed Kobe and Michael Jordan. Right? And he was saying how, you know, the number one question he gets asked is, you know, who was better or which one did you like more or whatever, right?
Right.
Now, Phil, being Phil, was like, you know, basically that Michael Jordan was the better leader. You know, it took Kobe a while and, you know, it kind of seemed like he was, I wouldn't say he was dissing Kobe, but it kind of made it seem like, you know, Kobe, you're not quite there yet. You still got a long way to go before you can. You know.
I didn't take it as that.
How did you take it?
I didn't take it as that. I just took it as Phil Jackson being honest. You know, he has 11 rings. You know, anything that he say dealing with basketball, you should take it. You know what I'm saying? And soak it in. Right. I mean, he has that track record. You know, I think sometimes you know. People want athletes and like these sports figures to be honest, but when they be honest,
you kill them.
They get killed for it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, he this is his the book. You know what I'm saying? He want to be honest. Why hold back on something like that? You know, he just being honest. I mean, a lot of people don't stack up to Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Who do?
Right.
I mean, a lot of people don't. So I didn't take it as dissing Kobe. I mean, you know, even being for me, to be honest with you, if I was Kobe, I'd be happy to be in the same sentence in the same paragraph as a Michael Jordan.
Well, see, the way I look at it is, we all know how Kobe is, you know, and sometimes I'm not gonna say he can get a little sensitive, but if he feel like there's any blemish on his game or his anything like a leadership or you know. Whatever the case may be, he's gonna take it to the nth degree, right? Because you know how Kobe is, man. You know how he is. Like when Dallas, when the Dallas owner came out and said, you know, they should amnesty Kobe.
Hey.
Remember that?
Hey.
He dropped.
When
He
it
went out
comes
and
to this,
dropped
Kobe
like
don't-
he went out and dropped like 40 something, and then when they go tweet it, amnesty that. You
When
know,
it comes to this, I think Kobe knew his role. This is Michael Jordan we're talking about.
I understand that, but he always wants. I always felt like he wanted to be better than Mike, and that's why he threw on the 24.
Well, I mean, you know, you could say that, you know what I'm saying? But I think when it comes to Michael Jordan and Kobe, I think Kobe knows his place.
Yeah,
I really do. I don't think Kobe.
He'll cross that line.
I don't think Kobe crossed that line. I don't think.
Get him, boy.
I don't think Kobe is gonna make a statement or anything coming out anytime soon saying that comparing himself to Michael Jordan.
Right.
I don't see it. No, it ain't happening.
Right.
Nah.
Yeah, I got one more question I wanted to ask you today,
What's up, man?
and Dwight Freeney.
What's up? Oh yeah.
Dwight Freeney.
Oh yeah.
Just went to San Diego.
Oh yeah.
Now you know Melvin Ingram, went down with the torn ACL, so I guess they felt like they needed to address that situation. So now you got Dwight Freeney,
Mm-hmm.
right? What do you think about that movie?
Dwight
Because
Freeney.
now he get a chance to actually sack Peyton now.
Right.
You know, Peyton not gonna be wearing the red jerseys like you do in practice when you can't hit him.
I hate to say it though. You know, it took a long time before somebody signed him. You know that, right?
Yeah, it did.
And he took a huge pay cut.
He did.
I mean, am I missing something?
That motherfucker just old. Point blank and simple. Like him, John Aram, all the motherfuckers is just old as shit. And that's all it is, because that's how I looked at it. They signed him for 2 years, $8 million, right? That motherfucker just old, man.
I just think he in his career, man.
Yeah.
You know. I think he'll have one good season, San Diego. I know one game he'll get up for. You know.
Just want to get paid.
No, but it's all good, man. I'm happy for Dwight Freeney. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
One of the best pass rushers in the.
Shout out to
in the
Melvin
game.
Ingram too, man. You went to South Carolina, right on the road. Get well soon.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, also in the news today, Charlotte Bobcats.
Oh,
Charlotte Bobcats. They
my boy.
They're looking into
Getting the
changing
name back.
to get the Hornets.
We
You know what I'm
gotta get it
saying?
back. We gotta get it back, man. I think if we get it back, it'll bring a new life to to the whole Charlotte area, man. We'll feel like
Need to bring it back.
yeah, you have.
In fact, I say move the whole team back to Charlotte Coliseum.
You know what I'm saying? And I heard it's like Mike has to pay like $3 million or something like that.
He
to get the
should.
name back.
He got it. He got
Mike,
it.
we all know you want to be cheap, man.
Oh,
You
no.
gotta come out there. You gotta come out your pockets for this one, because if you don't, it's gonna be a riot. Straight up, like if you don't get our name back, after these dumbass motherfuckers in
Bring
New
back
Orleans,
Muggsy Bogues.
these dumbass
Alonzo
motherfuckers,
Mourning.
these dumbass motherfuckers in New Orleans changed their name to the New Orleans Pelicans. Okay, they pretty much giving us our name back. $3 million. You bet that on golf.
Hey, easy on Mike, man.
Man, come on now.
Easy on Mike, man.
Come on, man. That's the name right there, man.
All right, y'all. At the In the Beach segment, we're gonna have this segment called "Get 'Em Boys."
Get 'em, boys.
It's gonna happen at the End of each show that me and IQ will be doing for you. First off, let's talk about Steve Smith.
Hey, my boy. 89. You already know.
Steve Smith was on the radio and had something to say about Mark Sanchez,
Yes.
the starting quarterback for the New York Jets
For now.
right now.
For now. What's
Quote.
up, Gino?
Steve Smith said Sanchez sucks, and he wouldn't let Sanchez throw him a paper
A
bag
fucking paper
sandwich.
bag. You damn right. And you know what? you know what? Let me say something here, man. Because everybody knows Steve Smith. Everybody know the type of dude he is. If you are expecting him to apologize, if you expecting him to come out and say I'm sorry, it's probably not gonna happen. You gonna have to see him when you see him. We play the Jets. They're gonna have to come here to Bank of America. You know, so anything that he wants to say to Steve Smith, man to man, he gonna have his chance. He will have his chance. Trust me.
Well, Mark Sanchez played a high role.
He did.
You know what I'm saying? He
He a
said
punk.
he wished
He's a
the
punk.
best Steve Smith
And
and the Carolina Panthers team.
Bullshit.
You know they play each other, right?
Yeah.
Mark
Bullshit.
Sanchez might go up in there. You know,
He
go up in
might
that
try.
ass, you
He
know what I'm
might try. And Smitty just gonna bust his ass.
Hey, Mark, you build your own reputation and you suck, man. That's the way it is. You fucking suck,
dude, you want ESPN running to your own lineman and fumbling the ball.
I mean, there's no way around that. You motherfucking suck. It's
Dude.
like the Christian Ponder thing. You know, it's an it factor that's in football.
I bet you
It's in
Santonio
there, and
Holmes
they don't
feel the
got it.
same way Steve Smith do. He don't want that motherfucker to throw him a damn football at all. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know what? IQ, while we on that quarterback thing, quarterbacks that don't got the it factor. Let's talk about this motherfucking Tebow.
Oh, get him, boy.
This motherfucker can't stay out of the news. You know what I'm saying? This gotta be the sorriest player ever in NFL.
Look, man,
sorriest, most popular
If
NFL
Tim
player
Tebow
ever.
went to go take a piss, it should have made the fucking news. I mean, I like Tebow. I like him as a person, as a man, as an individual. I've never met the dude, but he just seemed like, you know, he just seemed like a kind of down to earth type of guy, you know. Now, as far as him being under a center, that's somewhere he don't need to be.
You know what? You know what I'm beginning to think? I'm beginning to think he like people talking about him like that.
Of course, that's how he make
You know what I'm saying?
money.
He don't say nothing about it.
Yeah.
He like people talking about him like
He
that.
know Tim
You know what I'm
Tebow
saying?
is not stupid, man. He know the kind of effect he having on people. He know this. That's why he don't never come out and say anything negative towards anybody. Tim Tebow is the equivalent to John Cena. That's who Tim Tebow is. He's John fucking Cena. He will never be bad. You know, he's just always the good motherfucker and shit.
But he's sorry as hell, man.
That motherfucker, he can't throw for
How did he win that playoff game though, man?
He caught him off guard. And you know what? Everybody try to hype up that pass he threw to Demaryius Thomas. Motherfucker, he threw it. You know who should have got credit for that? Demaryius Thomas. He hit Ike Taylor with
He ran
the
for what?
meanest stiff
80
arm.
yards?
Yeah. He hit him with the meanest stiff arm I've seen in a long time.
Man.
And then that motherfucker ran 80 yards. Tim Tebow got all that yak. He got all of that.
Give it
Fuck
up.
Tebow.
All right, y'all. That is gonna conclude the first ever show of Get 'Em Boys.
Get him, boy.
I was waiting on it. I was waiting
Get
on
him,
it.
boy.
You can feel free to comment on all our videos, all our segments, anything, suggestions, whatnot. If you like to be on the show, you can send us an email.
Hit us up.
That's get'emboys704 at yahoo.com.
Get him, boy.
That's get'emboys704
That's right.
at yahoo.com. And feel free to leave comments and make sure you subscribe to the channel.
Everybody has a voice.
Everybody has a voice.
Everybody has a voice.
All right, we out.
Peace.